The Porter Wagoner Show, starring Porter Wagoner and the Wagonmasters, with Speck Rhodes, Norma Jean, and guest star Rex Allen.
Hello, T.
Hello, Dad. Wait a minute, Tex. Don't get too close to me.
What's the matter?
I'm an Indian.
Are you? You can't go near them Indians,
No,
you know
you
it?
can't. There ain't no way. like you folks to meet the conqueror of the Old West, Porter Wagoner.
Thank you, T. Here's one, the Sugarfoot rag. Gonna get out my sycamore, shine up my shoes, to meet my baby and tell her the news. I bet my bundle on a swayback nag, and I come home with a plenty of swag. 1 foot, 2 foot, slew foot rag, swing your honey to the Sugarfoot rag. Dig a little chick, then a chick in a sag, with the banjo picking out the Sugarfoot rag. Get on the jag, swing my honey to the Sugarfoot rag. Walk right up and stomp on the floor, swing up the middle with the shoe 5-4. 1 foot, 2 foot, slew foot rag, swing your honey to the Sugarfoot rag. Dig a little chick, then a stick in a sag, with the banjo picking out the Sugarfoot rag. Foot rag, swing your honey to the Sugarfoot rag. Dig a little chick, then a stick in a sag, with the banjo picking out the Sugarfoot rag. All righty. Thank you very much. And that's the Sugarfoot rag. Sugarfoot wag. We want to say welcome to another Black Draft show. These are all the Wagonmasters here, and I'm the wagoner named Porter. And we're greeting you tonight from the cleanest looking wagon house that I've ever seen. Hey, Speck, come here a second. You know anything about this?
Well, you remember that there big wind we had the other day?
Yes.
You know, the one that blowed the blinds off of the mossback mule of old Abe's?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, I stepped over here from the livery stable, see, and opened the back door, then I opened the front door, and before I knew it, the wagon house was just like this inside, just like one of them big old wind tunnels, see?
Yeah.
Just about blew everything out of here. There's some good banjo picking done by Buck Trent. Buck, thank you a lot. Of course, T and I were kind of joking each other on the first of the show. You already know who our guest is, talking about don't go near the Indians. And here's one of the all-time great stars of singing and also a great actor and a fellow that we're real proud and tickled to have come all the way from California to be with us, Rex Allen. Come out here, Rex.
Porter, thank you very much.
Rex, thank you for coming to see us.
Wonderful to be with you.
It's sure nice to have you here.
Well, it don't seem like you get a chance to come down this part of the country very much, and I always enjoy it. So this is hospitality number one.
Well, thank you. And we've seen you a couple of times this summer. I know you worked a lot of fairs, and I've seen your show, and it was wonderful. And
thank you. We looked at a lot of highways.
I'm going to loan you my guitar if we get you to sing us a song. Will you do it?
All right, golly, just like we planned it.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, Porter. Wagonmasters, let's tear the wheels off of them things and head up the river, all right? Up the lazy river, by the old mill run, that lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. You linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up the lazy river where the robin's song wakes up a bright new morning, where we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, hey, everyone's in love. Up the lazy river, how happy we would be. Up the lazy river with me. Up the lazy river by the old mill run. Oh, that lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. You linger in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up the lazy river where the robin's song wakes up a bright new morning, where we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, hey, everyone's in love. Up the lazy river, how happy we would be. Up a lazy river with me. Thank you.
I'll tell you, Rex, that's
Thank
real,
you.
real pretty.
Been seeing the show all over the country. We played rodeos in Arkansas and Texas and up through Missouri, and sure have been enjoying it.
Well, thank you very much. T, what do you think of that, man? Isn't that terrific?
Makes me want to sleep, you know. No, really, that boy sings. He sings
He
about all he
does
wants to.
too
And there's a
much.
place or two they sang a little more than he aimed to, I believe. You know, I saw Rex one time at the Houston Fat Stock Show. First time I ever saw him.
Is that...
Yeah, and a horse, a great big cowboy hat.
I've lost some weight since then.
We're going to let you
Running
introduce the next act, and Rex and I'll go visit.
Go ahead
Okay.
on, Dad. Thank you, Rex. Oh, that child sings. Speaking of singing, we got one here that's pretty, too. She sings. That's the reason I don't like Rex too well, because he's so handsome looking. Makes me look bad. Here's a pretty thing. Miss Norma Jean.
Oh, please release me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore. To live together is a sin. Release me and let me love again. For I have found a new love, and I'll always want him near. His lips are warm while yours are cold. Release me, darling, let me go. Oh, please release me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore. To live together is a sin. Release me and let me love again.
Norma, thank you. We'd like to get the trio together around here and do a kind of sort of a new song for me and the fellers. One that we hope you might like. The number entitled, I've Enjoyed As Much of This As I Can Stand. sitting down and reminiscing. But I've enjoyed as much of this as I can stand. So you say you're happy now, you found a new love. Tell him I said he's a lucky, lucky man. No, I don't think I'll have time to see his picture. I've enjoyed as much of this as I can stand. There's so much more between us than this table. All those years, all those dreams, all those plans. Yes, you know without me saying I still love you. But I've enjoyed as much of this as I can stand. There's so much more between us than this table. All those years, all those dreams, all those plans. Yes, you know without me saying I still love you. But I've enjoyed as much of this as I can stand. Here's something I think you're going to like. When these two cats get together, they usually do something that about everybody likes. Here's Speck and T. Let's look in on.
I'll just tell you one thing. You're looking at the toughest guy in these parts.
Well, I'll declare it. If you was so tough then, Dad, how come you wouldn't get on that horse and ride him yesterday?
Yeah, well, I ain't so tough in them parts.
Hey, Speck,
Huh?
how come you got that bandage on your thumb?
Oh, that's on account of I can't stand noise.
You can't stand noise.
No,
Right.
I had to drive a couple of nails this morning for Sadie's side,
Yes.
and I held my thumb over the nail while I was driving it to keep down the racket.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Speaking of Sadie, how in the world are you and Sadie getting along?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I proposed to her last night in her garage.
You did?
Yeah, but she backed out.
Oh, you used your clutch.
It's a slipping.
Oh, come on now. Say, Speck, I understand you went to work down at Sadler's store.
Well, I did, yes, but I got fired the first day.
Oh, no. What in the world happened?
Well, you know how lady customers are. They're hard to please and satisfy.
Oh, yes. yes.
So old Sister Simpson come in and wanted to buy a dress,
Mm-hmm.
and I showed her every dress in the store, and she just wouldn't have none of them.
No.
She said, I look good in something flowing.
Something flowing?
Yeah, I said, well, go jump in the river. It is, Tom. There was a good-looking little chick come in, see, and she told Bill that I insulted her.
Oh.
Yeah. She come in looking for the notions counter,
Well, sure.
and she come up pressing up to me, and she says, say, mister, have you got any notions?
What'd you say?
I said, I sure have, honey, but we'll have to wait a quitting time to try 'em out.
Oh, wait a quitting time to try them out. You too much of Speck and T. Tim time on our program now, and thanks for your many cards and letters. Thanks for requesting this one. It's one of my songs that I recorded several years ago, titled I Thought of God. I walk the whispering forest, not a man-made sound could I hear. A timid fawn was playing there without a sign of fear. I walked alone up the mountain and looked out over the sea. I saw an
that's wrong. There in the busy city, I stop and thought of God. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, our sacred song for today. You know, this music business and the entertainment field, there's so many wonderful people in this business. And it's always inspiring to me to have someone that has been in the business and made such big hit records and been in movies and everything to come by and visit us. And we're so happy today to have a fellow that we think is really terrific. Rex Allen. Rex, come back out here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, it's sure nice of you to come and be with us, and I want you to do a song that has sold an awful lot of records and is, I think, a real good one.
We'll try to do it.
All righty. And by the way, I know last summer we were talking about seeing you at some fairs. You're going, I guess, back to California from here. Right?
Yeah, we're going to go back home and kind of wait for Santa Claus and sit around a while. And I suppose probably next year we'll be out looking at that white line hunting rodeos.
Rex, it's nice of you to come by.
Thank you, Porter. Thank you.
Son, don't go near the Indians, please stay away. Son, don't go near the Indians, please do what I say. When I was just a little boy, I liked to roam the hills, and to hear wild stories about the Indians was my biggest thrill. I'd shout and run and holler like them. I wore moccasins on my feet, and I'd make believe I was under a teepee every time I went to sleep. Son, don't go near the Indians, please stay away. Son, don't go near the Indians, please do what I say. My hair was jet black and I was 21. There was lots of pretty girls around, but the pale-faced maidens didn't thrill me none around my Cochise County hometown. One day when I was walking by a shady creek, I saw a beautiful Indian fetching water, and I just had to speak. Son, don't go near the Indians, please stay away. Son, don't go near the Indians, please do what I say. She smiled at me, then quickly ran, but the next day she returned. And it wasn't very long till I told this maiden how the love in my heart burned. Told my daddy I'd found a girl who meant the world to me, and tomorrow morning I'd ask the chief for the hand of noble Lee. Dad's trembling lips spoke softly as he told me of my life, 'twas then he said I could never take this maiden for my wife. Son, when you were born, the white man and Indian were fighting, and a brave named Yellow Sun stole my little boy. So I took you to make up for what he'd done. And son, you're a full-blooded Indian, but I love you just as much as my own little feller that's dead. And son, Nova Lee is your sister, and that's why I've always said, son, don't go near the Indians, please stay away. Son, don't go near the Indians, please do what I say. Please do what I say.
Rex, thank you so much, and a beautiful job.
Wonderful to visit with you, and I want to invite you out to our homestead one of these days if you get a chance.
I sure will, and thanks so much. I want to give you a little present here to take back to California with you.
Fine.
This is Soltis Quick Rub,
And I know you're going to be working lots of fairs and things, and you're an outdoor feller, so kind of rub some of that on your chest, and it'll fix you up when you get a cold.
I'll tell you what, if I can figure out a way that'll help us through that smog around L.A., I'll order 10 cases. Thank you,
Rex,
Porter.
thanks again, man. A wonderful job. Rex Allen. Boys, we have time for some fine fiddling on the show this time. Here's an old boy that drags a pretty mean bowl here, and you sound good singing with Rex there on Don't Go Near the Indian.
I'll tell you.
What are you going to fiddle first, Jack?
Devil's Dream.
All righty, here we go. Little Jack, thank you very much. Friends, that's all the time for this week. Don't forget, next week at the same time, we'll see you then.
This has been the Porter Wagoner Show, a half hour of good old country music and fun, featuring Porter Wagoner and the Wagonmasters with Speck, Rhodes, Norma Jean, and our special guest this time, Rex Allen.